This shit on? I think it is. Should be. Yes, we'll see. Okay. Wait, actually. What are those guys? 25. Hi, some guy. How we doing? I can do that. Maybe. How was your weekend? You've been waiting on my haircut. Let's go. Haircut. Hope your day has been well. I have been degenerate with my sleep this weekend. Wait, I can give them orders. Ooh. Oh yeah, I will probably die there because I have most of my shit. Also, I was playing Friends with my friend, and I bought like that thing for so I don't go bald. Hopefully, we'll see. So like otherwise, next haircut I get is me going bald. And if I can, I'd rather avoid that for now. Wait, let me see, what is that shit called? Minoxidil. So we're gonna see. Also, I have watched the newest Bleach episode before this, and god damn, it was so cool. I can't wait till the next week. Okay, we got this. The Ruthless Fire, yes. I have to reread that part because it felt like they added so much to the fight. And I wonder how much we'll add to the later segments. Because the goat is still not there. Can we rewatch it tonight once it gets dark for all the visuals? Yeah, it was a good decision on my part to watch it like now because it's dark for me. Because with all the lightning, yeah. And good for me for looking a little bit harder to get like full HD. As I am not paying Crunchyroll for this shit. Back Crunchyroll. Because the first sight I had was like 480p maybe, and that's just not enough for that. Be so slow without intuition. But I can't push too much. Hi, Lance. How's it going? How's your day? Oh, there's a poster anyway, I forgot. Yeah, same time for my cool loans to get back. Just got up a little while ago. Hope 14 has been going well for you. I basically just started this session at the very least. Hi, Strokat. I'm doing right now the squadrons thing. Just leveling them up a little bit. Because I need to level up my squadron so I can level up the Grand Company rank. And I want that done at some point. It is more of a long-term thing. I can't really like grind it in a short span of time. Strokat Lens, have you seen the newest Bleach episode? Me and some guy was just talking about that it was really good. Oh, but I heard it went crazy. It did. I thought the last one went crazy. No, they are just one-upping every week. I can't wait for the next week too. I don't even remember what's gonna happen next week, but if that's the quality they're going for, then we are up for a treat. Oh, might Temple Bird did it? No, maybe not. Okay, that bot is spamming cure, so that's good. Yeah, there's supposed to be... Yeah, there's a wall, but I can't get to it with everything there. I don't have to do too close. Ah! I should have waited for a bot a little bit. Or for my cooldowns. I had no mitigation. I can't tell them to use limit break. Increase damage of about party members within 20 long range. Oh. Good to know. And now I should be able to double pull. Should be. Oh my god, no, they're fighting something there. Barely, but we live in. Is that the last one? Yeah, just the last one. Oh, that doesn't just increase their levels or something like that. They get increased in stats or something. Type of character you're playing right now? I'm playing a warrior, which is a tank, and it's mostly like self-healing with this class. However, yeah, I don't have most of my buttons because it lowered my level for this dungeon. But yeah, this class is mostly about hitting hard and doing a lot of healing to yourself. Like increase your max health, heal for every enemy you hit. From what I heard, this is the class, the job that you... it's very easy for dungeons with like randoms. Because you don't have to rely for healers all that much and you can just pull more enemies into you. Okay, they did get level. Independent Tactic Mastery 2. What is that? for this beginner friendly tank from what I heard. I don't remember which tank I started with. It might be warrior. Hard to tell because I remember starting the game a few times, and I remember that my first character I ever did was Lancer, so then Dragoon, but I don't remember what if it was this one too. It was so long ago. Okay, can I send you guys to a mission? Command missions. Oh, command missions, dungeons, squadron missions. Mission affinity. Huh. Mental and tactical. We are so far below the level. Well, I can probably level them up for this. Training courses, physical, and in 1 hour it will be done. Sounds like a good thing. Pull lots of aggro, but kill yourself and amount for each creature hit is interesting. Yeah, you can edit slow cooldown too. So you can basically either do it like twice, maybe a pull, or just each pull. Hi, Ninja. I don't think I have need for that. Have I... wait. Oh yeah, Venture, I forgot about that. Was there a thing for weekly reset for the hunt things? This is like on Tuesday, something like that. Also, I've managed to land on the lamp in Kugana from the parkour. I climbed it again in the morning and did not miss the lamp this time. And I got congratulated by some random guy who said he was watching me while eating breakfast. Are there other hardcore things like that with the sightseeing logs? The main MMO I have spent time playing is Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2. Did you see, you probably have seen the Guild Wars 3. I have not, I remember trying out Guild Wars 2. I will definitely check out Guild Wars 3. But I don't remember much about 2. I'm not sure, to be honest. Not very interested in that, I guess. Which makes sense. There's a lot of shit in this game, so can't know everything. Like I'm pretty sure there's no point to do the where was it? Stern? No. Outer. The Costa the Soul one. There's more parkour spots, so because I've not seen one anywhere, and even the Kugana one, I was always wondering how to do it, like how to get on that lamp, because I could not jump to it from the balcony. If I did something like Reaper Dash, it did not put me in the air, it just drove me straight to the ground. So, and then I saw someone jumping on the side, so figured and heard about that. Hear about them, I think it was remastering the OG. I didn't get to play that much of the... when was it? Not Game Awards. Summer's Game Fest, they announced Guild Wars 3. I'm pretty sure they even have not pre-order sign-ups for beta or something like that. By the time I got a computer that could actually play it, most people still were playing it. Most people still playing were already high level. So there was it hard to get into like lower level content, or what is it just that it was harder for you to catch up? Or I have no, I don't. Actually, let me get Archer. At the very least, I want to do the leveling for Archer. What am I doing again? I don't even know. I'm just running around. So I heard Ninja that you guys most of you guys migrated to Ether, or the faster queues. So more than second thing, since they changed it to open worlds, they might do a whole quest just to reach the boss. As someone kills it, then you're just waiting for it to respawn. Oh, that kind of thing. Where the bosses respawn? Was the respawn like frequent, or was it like still over 10 minutes? Oh, no, I can't get that hunt board because different grand company. Oh, why did I get out? Roll waiting list number 21. I'm just running in and out for no reason. Ninja, have you watched Bleach this weekend? Or today, I should say. Yeah, I could also probably try my hand at Palace of the Dead, because I do want that Necromancer title. Do I even get skills from this? I don't. Actually, no, I should probably watch some stuff on YouTube about Palace of the Dead, like how to do it from, what was it? From 0 to 200, right? What's the title? God fucking damn it. I can't do it. I have to wait. Damn it. Right, it was so fun to play though. I made several characters. The main one was an engineer. I would set up turrets and strafe around using different backpacks. That sounds cool. At this point, I completely forgot how it feels to make a character to play a different class. Because like even ESO did, they're not respecting multi-classing. Like it still has its restrictions, but it and opened new builds, but it made some things more just less incentive maybe to make another class. I haven't checked how it goes too much. Like last time I played ESO was in June. Was at the con I went to. They always have space for ESO, and they have like 4 PCs set up, and you run dungeon. And after you do a dungeon, you get a T-shirt and code for ESO. So me and my friends every year do it to get a T-shirt. But even then, they mostly do like 4 PCs with their accounts. It's like, you know, your healer, your 1 DPS, your 2nd DPS, and tank. But they do it. They don't go like crazy with those builds. They mostly don't even have 2nd hotbar. So it's like I kind of try to make 2nd hotbar really quickly. But there's only so much I can do. I didn't even remember that what's it called? Default keybind for switching hotbars. Because I had my setup differently. So I had to, because I ended up on the healer PC. Because they don't mark them. Like which PC is what. I had to manually switch hotbar, which requires going to menu, switch the hotbar. I ulted so I can buff everyone, and everyone died. Not everyone, like half our team. We managed to do it because it was at the very end. was it again? I always forget those dungeons where we're supposed to go. Especially the mother dungeon. That one I always get lost so much. Don't remember which door to go through. I don't remember. Does me increasing my damage dealt snapshot into doing more poison damage or any DOT? And I'm not exactly sure if I ever even looked that up. Oh shit, we have 2 archers. It is, yeah. This is not going so bad. I thought it was gonna do more single pulling. At least they try to do more. Two more winches to go. Or winches, whatever. Oh, shit, it was there. Oopsie. So that's how it's supposed to be ranged here. You just ignore that and do your shit anyway. It's one level closer. Wait, system, sound setting, background music. Let's lower it a little bit. I thought this was the dungeon of the like fire pit thingy. I guess this is just similar. Yeah, this thing, but this one is different because it was just not a final boss then. Yeah, same mechanic but different boss. separate in. It's going. Damn. We did the same thing with that healer. Looked like a freaking duel. Oh shit, I still have my pings on the cooldown. Drop in the dungeon. Not fair. I'm gonna finish God of War 2. Gonna try and finish it tomorrow. Let's go. How long is that game? If I had to assume maybe like 20 hours. But yeah, finish that. I'm gonna look for Metroidvania to play something new. If you want to check out like the very beginning of Metroidvania, then there are bundles from Capcom on Steam. But if you want something arguably better than like Castlevania originals, then you also have like Hollow Knight. I heard Nine Souls was a good game. Like Metroidvania as a like genre has some get some nice releases this year even. There's some Metroidvania in my Steam library that combine just like Blasphemous and Last Faith, also Skeletron. I think I definitely heard of Blasphemous, but I never actually seen what the game looks like. And I maybe have heard about Last Fate. Never heard of Skeletron though. Metroidvania is not really my genre. I'm kind of bouncing off of every Metroidvania game. But that maybe just Resident me thing. I've also bounced off of Souls games in the beginning, and now I played. Yeah, I think I've only not played Dark Souls 1 on PC. Not counting the DLCs. And that's just FromSoft, because I have also played Lies of P. Last week is Love Child of Bloodborne and Castlevania. Oh yeah, that's where I hit it from. You said it last time I streamed. You mentioned that game. Now I remember. I wonder, am I gonna level up from this? Fucking better. Yep. Which means... do I get the park job now? Was it level 30 always? Like for the beginning jobs? We want to try all Souls games like Dark Souls 1, Lies of P, and Lords of the Fallen. Oh yeah, Lords of the Fallen too. Not that much looking. Not that I'm not looking for it. It's more of a. Wait a second. It is level 30. I don't really have interest in playing that. They did get a new trailer for a new game, I think. Also in Summer Game Fest. Okay, this is the last Archer quest, and then it's gonna be Bard. And I want that. Nexus 2 I'm indecisive with, since my season mix back. That's the one that I started with. For better or worse. Like, there are good things about that game, but there I can also find some... Like, the mixed bag is definitely a good way to call it. Damn, another duty. Yeah, more variety of Dark Souls 2 looks good. I don't think I remember much from that. Like in that department at the very least. But at the end of the day, you mostly... If you're not good enough, and I was not good enough at that point, you're not rocking what looks the coolest per se, you look what will help you survive and kill the boss. You're looking for that perfect combination of weight and stats. That's the way I play things at the very least. I did not have time to be looking at fashion. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of being the type to double set of fashion souls of armor. And there is nothing wrong with that, it's just that first, like, it was my first game, so I did not have the opportunity to even try. Like these days, I'm probably good enough to try something like that to a certain extent, not like doing naked runs or something like that. That would be too much for me, maybe. But I don't have to min-max as hard as I had before, I believe. Also try to balance being light, but also being a bit tanky. Yeah, you usually want to keep your roll being light. You don't want to hit that weight percentage. But you also want to have as much armor as you can in that before hitting that cap. Yeah, that's usually how you want to play. Okay, that's where I should go. But I remember the Souls games usually give you a whole set sometimes. It doesn't look like mismatched pieces. Just that usually you have to sacrifice some things for, like, you have to increase your weight limit sometimes, or you sacrifice some stats. And another duty. There's a lot of duties this time. I don't remember that much for other quests. Where's my 20% to proc Oxeye? Where's my Gamba? I will not trigger it once. Oh, now I do. I just had to bitch about it a little bit. I'm gonna try and get my PS4 library physical. I'm gonna take that slow since games can be expensive. True, but if you want to keep it physical, then I feel like it can get cheaper at some point. But I don't know the market right now. Maybe it got more expensive with the news about PlayStation going more all digital. Maybe the prices have spiked. I wouldn't know about that. It wouldn't surprise me though. Like the digital only thing is very controversial since many advocate for digital only, some want discs back. I don't know how can you even advocate for only digital. That's in my opinion is like stupid. If you want to keep things digital, then we have to the law has to change to protect consumers from companies taking away things that they paid for. Because right now there's nothing like that. Like them, people are selling. Well, I don't know. So, but they were selling PlayStation 4 units that had a PT demo. That's one demo of a horror game that Kojima did. Like you can't download the demo anymore, so they had to sell a whole unit, whole console, just to be able to play it. We bought a PS5 because I went with GameXC and keep my PS4. Yeah, we don't even know how long this PS5 is gonna last. I think it should last a little bit more. Like, I really don't think we have had that much of a we didn't get that much out of the current generation, like games wise. PS5 didn't really have a lot of games this generation compared to prior. Yeah, they did like PlayStation, Sony closing down a lot of studios did not help. It feels like they're trying to get games, but they suck at what games they actually want, like picking what to produce. For example, Concord. They closed down the studio that did Demon Souls remake. So, and Microsoft have made a lot of deliberate decisions which costed them. Yep. Hopefully Xbox is gonna do something. But even then, they had a trailer for a game, the new Senua. At Summer's Game Fest, like the biggest gaming convention. Showcase outside of like the Game Awards probably, and they still announced that they are closing down that studio like a week after. It's actually insane behavior. I mean, you wouldn't have to close down the studio if you did not pay shit ton of money for a trailer to play at the Game Awards. Or was it Xbox Showcase? It was still at the same time, the Summer's Game Fest. It was just a different broadcast than the main one, I guess. It's like the E3 weekend. Getting wilder to the point it feels dystopian. Closing down studios left and right. I'm scared that how many devs from Rockstar will get laid off after GTA 6 releases. And you know there are gonna be layoffs. GTA 6 going all over the place from what I've been seeing on social media. Yeah, gameplay got leaked like this past week, apparently. I haven't seen it. I don't plan really on playing it anytime soon, so from my perspective, it's just stupid and it's stupid and not saying that the leaker did a good thing, but it's stupid that we have not seen gameplay, the official gameplay for this game is supposed to release in a few months. I'm questioning what's going with Rockstar internally. Who knows? The higher ups are just raking up money or doing nothing probably. Like the marketing for this game is crazy. Get like one teaser trailer like every year. No gameplay, no nothing. And then we still push the release date even further. Capcom is still holding down, especially with Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem. And they were successful games this year. They are, I don't know, is it this year or next game? Next year, the expansion for Monster Hunter. The Ascension. They announced that one. Hard unlocked. Finally, now what? Upon reaching 25, the action perform is now available in Old Gridania, and I want that. Give me. So where is that? Is it here? Was in Old Gridania, yeah? It's, yeah, Old Gridania. Where's the guy? Simpkin. Or not the guy, you are the guy. Oh yeah, I have to... whoops. Now, give me. You're strictly prohibited from performing the music of any third parties. By record and upload your performance and hereby agree. Yeah. It's just a bunch of bullshit that no one actually. This is just covering their ass, so I guess I get that. But I know when I hear Metallica in Limsa. Is it only harp? Or can it be something else too? Okay, so that is at 76. It's just more damage. That's a lot of more damage, I assume. Same shit, basically. Barrage potency 300, huh? Of Hawk's Eye or Barrage. Okay, so there's another thing that lets me use it, I guess. Potential Fulgent Arrow only does one set of damage. Another pretty decent image increase. Got that. Just let me. Seeking mages is bad. It will display the actions corresponding song gauge. Indicated effects time remaining. The repertoire effect is triggered while a mage balance is being sung. The request times for blood letter and rate of death, learned at level 45, are reduced. I'm glad to hear that the 1000-year problem is doing stuff better than its manga counterpart, especially with expansion of additional content. Yeah, I watched today's episode. It was so good. All the new stuff they added. And this one was a blood letter. Heartbreak shot. Shares with fate of death is a barrage. There's a straight shot and wide volley. Oh, straight shot will strikes the target 3 times. Okay, now I know why it only does one damage. When anime adaptation expand with additional content to compare to the source material. True. You can see that Kubo actually worked on this part, like actively. I can't wait for the next week. Mage is bad to several all party members within 50 ohms, increasing damage belt one by one. Huh. 80% chance to grant repertoire to fix can trigger ability while singing Mage's Ballad. Reduces the recast time of louder by 7.5. Well, by half, basically. Removes one second detrimental effect from self or target party member if the target is not enfeebled. A barrier is creating nullifying the target's next detrimental effect suffered. Okay. Increasing direct hit rate by 3. Reduces weapon skill cast time. I do not want a fucking invite. I'm not joining anything. I'm not joining shit. Okay, Reign of Death, okay. Now I know. Increases attack hit rate of self and all part. Yeah, that's a lot of buffs. That's a lot of buffs. Usually I've seen like one. But no. That's more. It's all on 2 minutes cooldown. Battle voice, yeah, I just read that. Another 2 minutes buff. Increasing critical hit rate by 2%. Delivers an attack. Potency fires with the number of repertoire stacks. In full damage. So kinda, but not really. Not like the no, maybe not like the dancer, but still, it's similar to the amount of stacks, maybe, like with the amount of steps you do. Okay, that reminds me of that. So, CDs. Okay, effect cabs. Oh yeah, that this machinist and dancers mitigations. Increase HP recovery via healing actions by 50% for self and nearby party members. 2 minute cooldown. So that's why they said that they are gonna rework Bard a little bit in Evercold. Because they want to get rid of 2 minute cooldown. Not 2 minutes rotation. Or whatever it's called. External by self and nearby party members. Effectiveness is determined by number of different coda active in a song gauge. Yeah, that's probably for the higher thingy. Sometimes the source material can rush things or can have inconsistencies in some cases. One thing I love about Yuhaba from Bleach is that he gives off that similar to Zeus from God of War, of divine speaking of raw power. I don't know if I could call him similar to Zeus. I feel Zeus was, in my opinion, depicted more I don't know how to even say it. the way they portray Yuhaba right now, he gives off more uncanny, weird feeling, especially with his ability. Zeus kind of felt like a guy. He just happened to be strong because like the way that Kratos is going through god by god. And by the end, I don't think we actually see Zeus as that almighty of a god. We just went like step by step the ladder of Greek gods. Corruption of power. I don't know even know if it's that. Maybe it's just more of a arrogance that gets checked with Kratos just killing whole Mount Olympus. But maybe I'm just saying shit. But Yuhaba is actually, he gives off more of a dash threat. Probably because we have only seen one battle with our protagonist. It was against mostly fodder. And now his second battle is against the final boss. So we see the actual him trying his full power. And we have not seen the final boss's full power either. Not yet. Okay, where is the perform action? Is it gonna be somewhere else? From God of War 2, Zeus definitely feels like a divine figure for our power, especially with how wrecked Kratos and also how he defeated the Titans, the Great War. And I understand if your knowledge is a bit surface level with God of War. It definitely is. But I just feel like I'm looking at it more from a God of War 3 perspective, probably. Not from God of War 2. Yuhaba Agat were coming. Like we have seen Yuhaba fight against really freaking strong opponents. Like units. Oh god. Oh god. I know what to do it here. Like we have seen this guy fight against guys that have cheats for power. And he won because his cheats are better. Yes, I think that they both give off. Like which kind of aesthetic? Because design-wise, like they couldn't be further apart. Like with the visual design at the very least. If you're talking about like more of their position, and I can see that. I can see that maybe. My figure of proper aesthetic. Yeah, when I think aesthetic, I feel more about like visual aesthetic. No, that's probably just me. Oh my god, there's There's a freaking, what's it called? Metronome, yeah. Oh god, how? Why? Why is this so... Why they put so much thought into this? Performance assistance? No. Wait, because those... This is harp. I'm using my harp to imitate other instruments. Do you actually play the fiddle? I actually do play other instruments. Brother, wait. Holy hell. Yeah, I can see why it's I think it's... Wasn't there like a stat that Bard is the most played job in the game? Even if it's mostly like AFK people in Limsa. I get it. I get it. I should probably give him all this shit. And trust duplicates. I need some space in my inventory. Not really, but I don't want it to be... I don't want all that shit in there. Better. Used to change the class of a squadron member to gladiator or marauder. Okay. I don't think I should use it right now because I think my guy is already marauder. Okay, that should stay here. That I don't need. I wonder if I can sell those somewhere. Oh, it's crafting material, so I can probably use it for crafting roll later. I should have had gamer subs before. Does it show me Adventure Squadron? Okay, it does show me. Oh my god! Leave me the fuck alone! Actually change to freaking busy status. I don't want to deal with that shit. And I'm getting about friend requests on Discord. Can't catch a freaking break. Okay, I have up. Yeah, there's a limit. Squadron mission. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do those though. I guess the middle one, expenditures. What were those used for again? And how much do I have of them? A lot. I don't really have anything to buy. Like I have some ventures. I don't think I have to buy more right now. Why is there so many people here? And there's nothing really I want to buy from this. Insufficient rank. That most is like glam. Okay, those are not like ugly weapons, at the very least. I never understood the hate that Orihime received over the years. There's a lot of people that ship Ruka and Ichigo for whatever reason. And as we know, if it's not your headcanon, then it's bad. That's the way the internet goes. Those still like don't piss me off a little bit. Like, you know, I know that making like a face weapon is probably hard, but still, it can be done. I'm pretty sure I have something like some cool for my place in the try on. Yeah, like this like magic shit you just put on. Even this simple shit. It feels more like throwing hands. What is that? What is that I got? I just got it from Ifrit. That's why I put it there. Still not really a fist weapon, is it? I feel like that the 1000-year Blood War anime is streaming her. Not only that, many people just found her very annoying as well. Unfortunately, over the years, I don't know how you can find her annoying after whatever happened in Wekamundo. Also, she only is really getting screen time, like during this core, during the last part of the story. Like before that, she was not present, other than like first 2 episodes. Why is there so many people here? Let me look at your glam. Is that freaking Genji? He gives off Genji. Someone aura farming by the wall. Sometimes people overlook her. And also the anime adaptation from her by her short end of the stick. I don't remember her being that annoying, to be honest. Like, I didn't mind her. Maybe the filler did something to her. But from my limited memory, she was fine. But like that, like she focuses on the humanity aspect for Bleach. Yeah, probably because she's human compared to, like, there's no, she's probably the strongest human in the freaking verse. Like, and I don't count Ichigo as human. Uryu is Quincy. So I don't really see anyone else fighting the freaking pretty much eldritch creature that Yuhaba is. To be honest, I like both her and Ruka quality for their characters, and also how they impacted Ichigo. Yeah, of course, but they impacted him in different ways. One is a future romantic interest, and the other one is a friend. And some people just don't get that. Oh yeah, where is that? Where I'm supposed? No, that's not where I'm supposed to be. There. Also, I need to change my class because I'm not doing fighting with this. Fuck, I should have switched my blade there. With some black mature stuff, and it's unfortunate. I just had to get used to this. But yeah, that's an unfortunate truth. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly the rest of the way. Don't know why they just get off the mount. Oh yeah, I'm not getting attacked to high level. What happened? I never knew Bleach got a lot of hate over the years about they had similar level of appreciation as One Piece and Naruto. The big three is very popular. I don't know where that came from either. But that may be something with how the anime was airing those years. Something we probably, like, from different parts of the world don't really get. because we did experience it differently than most of the usual audience. The Binding Call of Bahamut is now available. So we change again. Let's see this shit. I want the story. Maybe it's also due to me getting into anime in later years, as well as this unfamiliarity with that stuff. This only started my anime journey in 2018. Yeah, that's well beyond after the anime ended. So we did get the later half when nobody was really talking about it. Scars left by the calamity. Okay, scars brief for the surfeit of ether. I mean, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of ether was irrecoverably altered 5 years ago. Behold one of the objects that caused the alteration, a fragment of the lesser moon, Dalamud. Ancient Alag created Dalamud, or meteor, to use the Garlean name, serve as the celestial prison for Bahamut. Toll inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. So is it gonna like heal over time? Over the years, centuries maybe? Amazing, Dalamut's internal defense still functions in spite of everything. Testament to the ingenuity of the Alagans. The Garleans seek to appropriate their advanced technology, I'm certain of it. We are about to come face to face with secrets that have long lain buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond what have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. So that's what you were doing before you joined the Science. Sub H. That's what I thought. I mostly gravitated towards the new gen battle shonen, but from the old school shonen, which were in Genshin, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal Alchemist, and Dragon Ball stood out for me. Along with Yu Yu Hakusho. Because this is like the stuff that everyone recommends. Because this is the stuff that everyone grew up on. Like even if Rurouni Kenshin was, I think it was airing as Samurai X before, but maybe that was just a platform that it was airing on. Maybe something like 4Kids. At Cartano, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the red worm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did grandfather defeat him? Or is there some other explanation? Must press on if you are to learn the truth. Who that? What's that? Mostly explore on my own with anime and then stumble upon them out of pure interest instead of recommendation. Like even like the most sites they're recommending, like with top anime, I would assume this is what you're mostly gonna see being recommended to you even by the websites. Like One Piece is consistently like #1 trending anime in every site I go to. They even have to fight this. Yeah, okay, so they have... It's gonna be a puzzle later on, maybe. Actually, it feels like a maze already. See One Piece nerds are everywhere on anime sites. With previous streams, about 90% of people are One Piece fans and fans of the big three. But that's mostly like the audience that brings God himself. Because he was a One Piece fan before. He was frequently talking about One Piece. And he exposed his audience to One Piece a lot of the times. Either by watch-alongs or podcast. Like it's not by pure chance that One Piece fans gather there. I don't suppose there's like a chest there. Like his demographic with One Piece fan is mostly, it's normal for the years spent talking about the medium. Rekapa is one of my gateways into also dabbling into anime since they give a lot of recommendations. That's good. The One Piece Virgin podcast that they did with Animac was my gateway into One Piece. And that's what started me reading it in the first place. That's how I heard about Hunter x Hunter and Yu Hakusho since they spoke about it, a lot about it. That's it? Alagan, Ether Stone, and then actual gear. Leave the terminal. I don't have quest for this, right? I assume not. I would just have to get more story by doing the raid. Damn it. Give me a second. So that is one of the factors as to why I have gained an interest in also checking older years of anime, seeing difference of era. Yes, I like this also some good recommendations. He recommended me a JRPG that I haven't even downloaded yet, but I don't mind because I trust his taste on that. Like, I wouldn't check out every game that he recommends because I know his taste is different than mine, but he sold me on this specific game. I just wait for a good occasion to actually check it out, because now I have kind of my hands full with whole Final Fantasy series, to be honest. Like 14, 7 Rebirth, going through games 3 to 16, I guess, at this point. Because I don't think I only don't have the 16 and which one? I don't have the 11 because that's another animal. Let me check my Steam library. I have Crisis Core. I have FF1, 2, 3, 4. Tactics, 5, 6. The whole 7 remake games. 8, 9. Wait. Oh yeah, there's 10 and 10 too. Yeah, no 11 and no 12. Was it 11 or was 12 that was MMO? 13, 13 2. Playing 14 right now. 15, I have played 2. That was actually my first Final Fantasy, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, and Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. Another one. So no 16 and no 11 and 12. So one of those. Let me check the list. Final Fantasy. I'm not even trying to do the spin-offs too. Like this Dias, Full Resonance. I know I freaking missed it somewhere. Oh yeah, 11. Okay, 11 was online. And 12 was Zodiac Age. So yeah, that waits for another day when I get a little bit closer to actually playing it. Because I also got the bundle for Kingdom Hearts. Okay, in library. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. And I didn't buy the Kingdom Hearts 3. And what the hell is Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue? Huh? What is that? They are just making shit up. Oh yeah, and they already have a Steam page for Kingdom Hearts 4. 2.8 has a game that leads into 3. Oh god. It's $60 too. As I said, they are just making shit up at this point. I was interested with you, Cyanide and Annie, regarding entertainment, since you guys give a good US perspective and also brought my horizons and Time Weeb. I don't even remember seeing that 2.8 on any of the Twitter threads on any of the lists, unless it's probably just called differently or something like that. 1.8 and 1.2, the best Kingdom Hearts collection. I heard that like the third game is the weakest of the series, that people have issues with that, and I wonder if there's just maybe nostalgia a little bit, or is it just actually worse? If it is weaker, I'll probably do it more spread out, so I just go one game, a little bit of a break, and another game, a little bit of a break. I don't burn myself out on like same franchise, all that in one go. Because I burn out on games easily, and that's how I assemble my backlog. I don't think I've ever been up here. They would have a parkour segment, wouldn't they? They have, it's probably just not a bunch of like logs that stick out of the wall, like in Kugane. Never got the appeal of Kingdom Hearts. With respect, but I just not think the Disney stuff. It's probably because, like, if you like Disney, you like Kingdom Hearts. That's the way I see it, and I do like older Disney. The new one, not really. I think the last Disney movie I have seen is Coco. And even that was well after the release. And they're also milking that into a sequel. This if anime, I burn myself out of anime easily. The point my backlog is a lot. My toxic trait is with my backlog. If I want to go back into the game I played before, then I just start a new game. And the toxic part, like the stupid part too, is I delete the old save. I don't know why I have to stop doing that. I should, like, there's no reason to most of the time. Because I do remember those games usually well enough. Or I do recollect the events as I play. Yeah, let me check what's with the like hunt store. What can I get from those guys? Is it the same stuff that I can get for Centurion Seals and other stuff? And your minions. New striking dummy. Tell us for your forgiven retinue. Okay, some amount. And it's fucking expensive. Gear. I'm gonna have to mute that for a bit. I think I learned with the backlog is to not look at it and just do it, because I don't enjoy and just do me, because I don't enjoy something that I feel forced to finish it. For some games you just have to be in the right mindset to play them. I don't like the fitting of the gear. Just pisses me off. I should be able to like move it a little bit more. Can I make it bigger? No, I can't. Why? I feel like I don't see enough even then. Yeah, I like the glowy runes on this. Unbreaker. If games and shows, it does play a big factor along with mood. I am waiting for a right mood to finish watching Gundam. Show me the other stuff. Okay, I actually know. Show me this. It's just a different color for the most part. Wait, this is... What will the other set? One thing I have realized that I'm experience can differ in regions. Yeah, absolutely. So you speak to different people. You have access to different what's called different means of getting anime to get you usually watch your first anime on the sites that like in your language and stuff. That's how I did it. That actually looks kind of cool. Those weapon might be cool. Okay, side as a wand is kind of fucking awesome. I like the concept. As usually, the Sage and Arcanist is the same weapon, but 3-color. And for example, I'm experiencing US can be very different that of Western Eastern Europe. I never had Toonami because it wasn't in my region. I had some anime on some channels like Yu-Gi-Oh! But even then, it was more rare. It wasn't as popular, so there wasn't that much need of a dub. Show me the other one. Yeah, those are edgy weapons made for me. There was some anime on some TV channels on my end, but not to the extent as something like Toonami. Yeah, probably that's even later on actually. There was like Jetix. It had like cartoons for the most part. But there was some anime. Don't remember much of it because it did not last that long from my perspective as a viewer. But I know it existed. Those are cool. Toonami contributed to the big rise of anime in the USA, especially since it exposed me to Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, and the Big Three. Absolutely. Like if you watch anyone on like YouTube, a little bit older, say about all that stuff, they usually watched like Toonami after school. Like that's at least how I see it from my experience. Oh, weapon for monk, that's fists. Not an actual weapon. I like that. Doesn't happen often. Just check the lens. I don't even remember. What about the gear? And they lost me on the chest plate. I think I have a better set that's similar. The chaos something. Also viewers from streams that are in majority from the US. Yeah, most likely. What is... I have to delete that. Where? Those are mostly same. Is it the other hand? Yeah, it was a different hand. So basically, I want to mount whatever that is, probably. Actually, don't know. Let me just check. I misspells. Oh, that okay. It's like chest piece lion thingy. The one made from stone. Not bad. I would get the armor first, probably. Most likely, actually. If some beefs from previous community back in 2021, these are in majority from the USA, and they mentioned them along with Sandite, Jordan, Spooky. I mean, which makes sense. Like, they are from the region, they stream at their hours. They would naturally get mostly US viewers, which would share the same experience from with that. Okay, I am slowly crashing because I had no caffeine today for whatever reason. I'm just gonna repair this and probably take a nap. It will hopefully turn into a sleep, but I wouldn't count on that. A nap is probably best I can get right now. Since when they stream, it's usually like 10 a.m. or 1 a.m. for us. It's something like that, usually. Yeah, but thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna put it and try to close my eyes for a bit. So, see you later, guys.